If you are needing help with your social media, I wanted to share with you about Coffee and Contracts. They are a website that can help you with all the content ideas. They give you the photos, they give you the captions, so you don't even have to think about it. And I even use the captions for obviously my social media posts, but also for my videos in my weekly email. I'm going to give you a little behind the scenes of what it looks like on their website. So here's this little sneak peek of their website. They can help you with your logo, your Facebook cover pages, your website. They give you all the branding ideas, like how to pose for photos and highlight covers. And then here's my favorite part is the content calendars. So for every month, they give you the photos, multiple options of photos, and you can customize these in Canva. And then they also give you the captions. And sometimes the captions are a little lengthy, like top 3 to-dos for your home. And you could easily turn these into videos, into reels. And like I said, I record YouTube videos for this and add it to my weekly email. So every month you get the day and you get the photo and you get the caption. So you literally aren't even having to think about anything. You can get, here's a little behind the scenes of these items, printables, which usually includes like the postcard templates, pop buy ideas. There are so many templates in here, buyer guides, seller guides. And I also have a code for you guys. So if you use Stevie 2021, you'll get $15 off your first month. And it's really affordable. And I hope it's helpful for you in your business. So yesterday I had gotten a lead from YouTube. So in the beginning of this video, I want to chat with you a little bit about the beginning of my YouTube journey. And I think it's going to be really helpful for a real estate agent. You know, if you're just getting started with Instagram or YouTube, you're feeling a little bit discouraged, you're not attracting buyers and sellers, or maybe you're just not getting those consistent leads that you want. I really want to share something with you that I think will be super helpful. And then I had a real estate agent ask me to share Trello, which is what I'm using as my CRM. So I'm going to show you all the behind the scenes of my boards and how I set those up and how those are structured. And I decided that I really wanted to dabble in with YouTube. I am intrigued by videos and the whole editing process, and I have been pretty consistent with doing videos on Instagram, so I just felt like this is another great free platform for me to show up and potentially get buyers and sellers. But I will say, in the very beginning, you know, you're starting at ground zero. Like, here's ground zero. You know, I'm starting out with 0 subscribers, just as you are with 0 followers. I was hardly getting any likes. I was hardly getting any engagement. And honestly, like, here's ground zero. Here's where I am right now. Like, I'm just above ground zero. And with Instagram, I feel like I'm way up here. And hopefully with YouTube, I will get way up there. But for right now, I am just learning the platform. It's so different, and trying to be consistent with those videos. And I will say that, you know, like I mentioned, when I first got started, I'm not getting likes, I'm not getting engagement. So I completely understand if you're feeling discouraged with Instagram, but I know what my issue is with YouTube. And that is that I am not showing up enough. I haven't been 100% consistent like I have with Instagram. And that is what you have to do. Even if no one is looking at your videos at first or your photos, they're not engaging, you just have to keep showing up. So I will say now, you know, a year, 2 years later, I'm still trying. I'm trying to be consistent, but I have made a goal to show up every Wednesday. I have it in my YouTube banner, like new video every Wednesday. I made a content calendar, so I have all my topics. Like, it takes planning and it takes some education. Like, we did not learn how to master Instagram in school or how to master YouTube. So I had to figure out what camera to get. I did research. I had to practice and watch a ton of YouTube videos on editing. And I had watched videos from other people who were successful off YouTube and learning from them. So, you know, you have to be consistent, but you also do have to put some education into it. So if you're feeling discouraged with Instagram, like, are you consistent? Have you been putting in the education? If you can't answer yes to those, well, it's on you. So I know it's on me with YouTube. So I'm trying to get better. All right, so with YouTube, I felt so discouraged for a long time, but it really took, even though I would be recording videos and thinking, no one is going to be looking into this. And we all know doing videos takes a long time. We have to set up, we have to get ready, we have to come up with the content, and then editing takes longer, and then all of that, then we got to create a thumbnail, do a caption, come up with all the description in the bio. And I did this over and over and over, not even knowing if anything was gonna come out of it, not getting any likes, not getting any engagement. And it's the same thing with Instagram. I kept showing up and doing these things, even though it's hardly getting views, hardly getting likes, hardly getting engagement. I just kept showing up. And so now, years later, I am finally getting leads. It's sporadic though. It is not consistent, and I know it's because I'm not consistent. And look, I am just like on Instagram, I'm trying out different things. I'm trying out different topic ideas. I'm trying to figure out different, who is my niche? Who is my platform? Am I trying to cater to realtors? Am I trying to cater to buyers, to sellers? Am I trying to showcase things around Jacksonville? I've been trying out all these different things. I've been practicing with my editing. By no means is it perfect, but I know that I'm just going to keep trying to show up and keep trying to figure it out. So yesterday was really cool to, I honestly, even though I just got monetized on YouTube, which is super exciting, I knew that I haven't gotten a call from YouTube in a while. And so yesterday was really good. I needed it. It was reassurance that what I'm doing, showing up is going to attract buyers and sellers. So I'm going to keep showing up, keep doing it. And so I wanted to share that with you just in case if you're on one of these platforms, you're feeling discouraged, keep going, keep showing up, and keep educating yourself on how to be better. Okay, Celsius break. I have been drinking these every day. Watermelon berry is so good. All right, full disclosure, I'm not an expert with Trello. And Trello also, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but it's not a real estate realtor CRM. If that's what you're looking for, one that I have used in the past is Boomtown. It's really popular. It's super fancy, very high tech. I don't feel like it's really user friendly, and it's also really expensive. It's over $1,000 a month. Other CRMs that I've heard of are really good is Follow Up Boss, and then also Brian Buffini. He has a training, and then he also has his own CRM that I believe is really affordable. Now Trello, to my understanding, don't quote me because like I said, I am not an expert, but I believe it's free. You can get a free version. Now I really like to plug in dates and reminders. So that is an upcharge, and I think it's maybe $20, $30 a month. It's still really affordable. So, all right, let's dive into it. I'm going to show you the back end of my boards, and hopefully this is helpful for you. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm a real estate agent in Jacksonville, Florida, servicing Jacksonville, St. Augustine, and Ponte Vedra Beach. Follow me on Instagram. It's Sold by Stevie. Let me know in the comments any questions that you have, and I will answer them on future videos or do a video on that complete topic. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I really, really appreciate you being here. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Let's get into it. Okay, so like I said, I use it mostly on my desktop. So right here, I have a key, which I basically was using this for all of my email templates, but now I have my own designated board. Where is it at? For email templates. So I've been plugging everything into here. Okay, so here's all my boards, but we're gonna look at the pipeline board. I really could delete this because they're in the other one, but I'll wait. So my first section is, and you can label all of these, as you can see, is pre-listing, like properties that are about to be coming up on the market, people that I need to follow up with, check in on, and maybe send them market updates of what's going on in the neighborhood. I have those there. Here's 2021 sellers. So these are people that have mentioned that they're thinking about selling. And so typically what I do is add in their name and their address. I know I don't do this for everybody, but for most of them, I'm adding in their name and their address. And then in this description, you can write whatever. So if it's a seller and you want to add some personal notes about them, or if it's a buyer and you want to add in their specifications, you can do that here. So let me show you a little bit on this screen. So you can have checklists, which you click here. I have them going right here. Also, you can put in dates. So if you need any reminders, like, hey, I need to follow up with them next week, you can add it into here. And then also, if you have that paid version, it syncs with my Google Calendar. So it's going to remind me here on the Trello platform, but then it's also going to remind me in my Google Calendar. And that is something I absolutely love about Trello. Really, really nice to be able to do that. Okay, you can also attach any documents. So things that I've attached before is like their pre-approval, or if I went to the property, a copy of their seller's disclosure, the listing agreement, anything that I want. Maybe they give me a copy of their survey. I sometimes will add those in here. Checklist, things, you come up with the title, and then you have all these different items. Now, I think I've gotten these. I think I've tweaked them a little bit, but okay, so you can have these little checklists here so that you can keep track of all the things that you are doing with this person to help keep yourself accountable, but also to help you remember what you did, what you didn't list, or what you didn't do. So you can see here an example of those items, right? Okay, moving on. Next one is active listing. I actually know I need to update this, but active listing here, active buyers. So, you can move these people around, highest to low, like maybe like what's more important, what's not. You can categorize these under labels. So maybe you'll have different codes for things. You can create a new label. You can title all of these so you can help remember like which color for what label. And then I also, okay, so here we have Corey. We have questions, things that she's looking for, any additional notes you want to add here. And then I also have a checklist for her as well, for everyone. So that's really, really helpful. Properties that I have under contract. These are just people, didn't work. Actually, he should be over here. I need to organize this, you guys. Okay. I'm not perfect. Okay. People that I'm not working with anymore. And I just have 21 buyers, just other people that have mentioned that they're thinking about buying that are kind of like, these are my nurtures and are active. And then these people are kind of like, maybe touch base once a month or once a quarter. They might have just casually mentioned buying. Here is one of my favorites, which I categorize closings for each month. If you don't see like the month listed here, it's because I didn't have a closing that month. So like here, you'll see, so this is for, I should tell you that this is for my home anniversaries, because I want to make sure that every year I'm following up with people and I'm mentioning to them like happy home anniversary. And it's just another way for you to touch base with people. So I categorize them by the month and then their name and their address. It's super easy and simple. So yeah, I think I need to update this as well. But yeah, so this kind of shows you the back end. Now, let's say like underneath one of these categories, you want to add a card, which you easily click here, add a card. You can title it, Joe Smith, and then we're going to edit Joe Smith. Oh wait, sorry. Edit Joe Smith. Okay, then this is here where you can add in the description, like looking for a $350,000 house, 3 beds, 2 baths, yada yada. You get the gist. And then here, if you want to add in any additional notes about them, you can. If you want to add like, oh, I gave them a call, didn't answer, left voicemail, or I set up the maybe for another one could be I set up buyer consult. This is really good also to keep a reminder of all the things that you've done, but you also can add members. So if you have someone on your team, that way both of you guys can see the board and see the update. So if so-and-so had already followed up, well, then you don't need to, and they have made notes about it, right? Okay, let's see, what else can I share with you? Checklist. So let's say we'll just title it checklist, super easy. And then, I mean, you can go in, edit it, whatever you want it to be, pre-meetup, you know, and then you just go add item. I don't know, I'm just trying to put things here. Add, and then you'll just check them off if you had done it. And then also you can move them around. And then, yeah, like I said, dates. So you can plug in if you need to remind yourself in a week, you can set that up, and then I'll even set you a reminder a day before that item, attaching a document to this, their pre-approval, or maybe any notes that they had given you. And that's pretty much all I use on this particular page here. So we're going to delete this. Archive. Now let's say you just want to, I think I have to move me, you want to add a list. Like I have all these titles here. You want to add a list, easily just create what that list is. Now you have the list, and you want to add a card underneath, Joe Smith. And then we want to edit Joe Smith, and it brings you to this. So I know that was a super quick rundown of Trello. I hope that it was helpful for you. Please let me know if you have any other additional questions about Trello, and I will answer them on next week's video. So I'm trying to put out a video every Wednesday. I've been pretty consistent with it. And then I also include the video with my weekly email. So in my weekly email, I have a section for buyers and sellers, and then at the end is a realtor section where I usually include a video. So I'll be adding all the new videos to the weekly email. So let me know if this video is helpful for you. Any questions that you have, if you get started with Trello and it's successful for you, let me know in the comments. And that wraps up this video. I cannot wait to see you guys next week.